Hey guys, this is Joe with that hashtag newsfeed bringing you this week's trending topics in Geek Pop Culture. Last week, Jessica gave you guys some spoilers for Avengers Age of Ultron. Well, this week, we got a few more, and you're gonna wanna stick around if you're into spoilers. If not, just watch the rest of these stories and enjoy the show. This week, 2 official images dropped from 2 characters we've been dying to see. Number 1 is Jesse Eisenberg playing Lex Luthor. That picture right there is Jesse Eisenberg in his bald head in all his glory. Now, I think he can definitely pull this role off because he killed it in The Social Network as that swarmy Mark Zuckerberg. And this is the look I wanted for Lex Luthor. Our second picture, that's right, that is Deadpool. That's our first official look at the Deadpool costume. That costume looks very comic accurate and it looks amazing. And let's be honest, we know this movie's gonna be better than that shitty X-Men Origins Wolverine. Earlier this week, Hugh Jackman posted this picture online. It breaks my heart just a little bit because I love him as Wolverine and I love him as the character. I'm hoping he has one final run in him to play Old Man Logan. At least that's my hope. Also, it was announced that Masi Oka is returning to Heroes. Heroes Reborn, actually. He played the character Hero in the original Heroes, which I think this is great news because Masi Oka was one of my favorite characters on the show. Yatta! A couple weeks ago, we talked about Star Wars: A New Dawn. Now, this was the novel that's going to tie into the greater Star Wars universe, the Disney Star Wars universe, if you will. And in the previews on Amazon, this was here. It is the timeline for all the novels that are coming out. The 2 that really jump out at me are Tarkin, which is obviously about Grand Moff Tarkin, and Heir to the Jedi. Now, I'm hoping Heir to the Jedi is a lot more like Splinter in the Mind's Eye, more along those lines, but we'll have to wait and see, and I'm sure Rose gonna have a lot to talk about with these. Rumors swirled this week for all you Trekkies out there that Star Trek is finding its home on television again at CBS. I emphasize the word rumor because it's coming from the Latino Review. And I'm only kidding, I actually really like the Latino Review a lot. But I say it's a rumor because this is something that was talked about in the past, about Bryan Singer's production company coming in and doing Star Trek Federation, which kind of mimics current events that are happening now, which is a really cool concept. If you don't know what Star Trek Federation is, in the descriptions below, there's a link. Read up on it. It's actually pretty cool. Comic book news. It looks like the X-Men are going to be getting their own spin-off universe after this Secret Wars big comic blockbuster crossover event that's happening. Axel Alonso had this to say about it. Personally, I think this is terrible news. I want my X-Men playing in the same universe with the Avengers and other humans. I feel that Marvel, you are discriminating against mutants just like Scott Summers said you were.
Megan was right!
Cyclops was right. Hey guys, so if you stuck with me this long, you're here for the Avengers Age of Ultron spoilers. So here's your spoiler alert. The same source that gave Jessica her spoilers last week had this for us this week. We're gonna be talking about 3 things: Ultron, Vision, and the Infinity Gems. Now here's what we know leading into Avengers Age of Ultron. Number 1, Loki's staff has the ability to control people. Number 2, the last time we saw the staff was in the possession of Baron von Strucker at the end of Captain America: Winter Soldier. Number 3, Ultron is created by Tony Stark. And number 4, at the end of the trailer for Age of Ultron, the most recent trailer, Vision has a gem right there on his forehead. So here's the spoiler. The gem on Loki's staff is actually one of the Infinity Gems. I'm sure you already knew that actually, but here's a bigger spoiler. Ultron is actually a program buried within that gem. Now, in the comics, Ultron is completely responsible for creating Vision. But in the movie, he creates the body, but before he can transfer himself into it, the Avengers take hold of it. And Banner and Stark then use Jarvis to rewrite the gem to create the Vision. Now, I don't know if Loki's staff is the Mind Gem or the Soul Gem. A lot of people say it's the Mind Gem. Me personally, I think it's the Soul Gem. But if you stuck with me this long, leave me a comment below and let me know which gem you think it is. And also let me know what you thought about the spoilers. Out this week, Epic Comic Cast is dropping a new episode. This time it's about Mortal Kombat: Fatality. And on Tuesdays, The Flash is going to be running across your TV screen. Well, hopefully running across your TV screen if you DVR it, if you watch it at all. If you don't watch it, it's one of the best superhero shows I've seen in a long time. Also, Dave Baker's going to drop a new iZombie review and his comic reviews this week. And Friday, Alicia will be talking to Ivy Doomkitty. We are going to be at WonderCon. If you see us, come say hi. But that's going to do it for us right here on that hashtag newsfeed. I am Joe. Subscribe to our channel. Stay up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture.